Welcome along to another Pixiecast, number 51 in my series, which of course is a special number to Pixie fans. And I'm going back to the United States, right over to the West Coast, to California, and saying hello to Sarah. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Hi, Andrew. I'm good. Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning. Yes, it is still morning for you, isn't
Good
it?
evening.
I know when we were setting this up, one thing I did forget when we were setting this up is that our clocks changed last night, so only by an hour,
Oh,
but they went back an hour, so it's actually not as late as I originally thought. It's just gone 7:30, I think. Yeah, it's quarter
that's
to 8 in the
right.
evening.
You
Yeah,
change
so
earlier than we do. That's right.
yeah, I think yours change next week, don't they? I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah. So how's California looking this morning for you?
It is good. It's cloudy, overcast, kind of fall weather. I went paddleboarding this morning and I fell in the bay and lost my phone and keys, so
Oh,
it's
no.
refreshing.
Oh,
I got a good dip, so it was nice.
yeah. Well, I'm glad that you
Yeah.
can laugh about it, but I guess that's caused you a few problems to sort out.
I've got some things to do, but actually not today. So
Right.
it actually slows me down a little bit if I don't have my phone and
Sure.
keys, then
Yeah.
I got to entertain myself right here. So it's
Right.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, but I saw a rainbow over the bay. It was kind of a great morning until
Yeah.
my
Until that.
accident.
So it wasn't a lucky rainbow for you then,
Uh,
unfortunately. But these things can all be sorted out, can't they? So
yes, they
yeah.
can.
So you got your car. You got back in your car eventually.
Yeah, I'm home and I got to spend some time with friends and now I get to talk to you. So thank you.
And you've dried out as well.
Yeah, I had to bundle up, put my sweater on.
Oh,
The water. Actually, yeah, it was chilly this morning, so the water, like it was about 65 at the beach,
okay. Uh-huh.
and the water temp is about the same.
Right.
So,
So are you a
so
regular paddleboarder then? Is that something that you would normally do on a weekend?
yes, yeah, my
Okay.
daughter and I like it, and then I had my old friend who just moved back here from New York,
Uh-huh.
likes paddleboarding, so I was meeting up with her this morning. So,
And after
um,
today, are you going to carry on paddleboarding, do you think?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
just leave your
you won't let a written off phone or a lost key
no,
get in your way of your
no,
enjoyment. Okay, lovely.
no.
So originally from Illinois, I believe.
Yeah, I'm from northern Illinois along the Mississippi River,
Okay.
so straight west of Chicago.
Uh-huh.
Pretty agricultural,
Hmm.
beautiful area, hilly.
Yeah.
They say the last glacier missed us, so it was really a
Okay.
pretty place to grow up.
Uh-huh.
Very kind of Tom Sawyer, Huck Finn,
Okay. I know. Yeah. Yeah.
canoeing
Yeah.
on the river and stuff like that.
So idyllic
Yeah.
childhood then growing up, it
Oh,
sounds like.
very much so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. We lived by close to the river, like 100 yards away,
Oh wow.
and spent a lot of time just running around back when you could run free, and
Sure.
your mom would just yell for you at dark
Yeah. Yeah.
to come in.
Sounds beautiful.
It
Okay.
was
And
wonderful.
now you find yourself in California. Is that very different living to Illinois?
It is. It's more like I'm kind of suburban slash urban as far as California goes. California urban's a little different than like Chicago or New York. But yeah, so it's more suburban type living, and my daughter walks to school, and where I took the bus all the time, we don't get snow. So you
Okay.
never have
Yeah.
to plan for the weather to do things. So it's different. It's different. I've been here since '94,
Okay.
so long
Quite
time, and
quite some time.
yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh. And
yeah.
what's the nearest sort of city that we would know in the UK?
I'm about 35 miles from downtown Los Angeles,
Okay. Uh-huh.
and just I'm 5 miles north of Disneyland.
Oh wow. Oh okay. So
So
it pretty much is Los Angeles, and really as
yes,
we would understand it. Yeah.
right,
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
I can go be downtown in 45 minutes or so, and yeah,
Uh-huh. So
yeah.
have you got a regular day pass to Disneyland? Have you?
I do,
Yeah.
except
Okay.
yeah, they're closed this year, but
Sure. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. My daughter and I go. We like to go. It's just nice to go on a Friday night and kick around in the lights. It's a good way to decompress.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, so
Wow.
that's been that's part of why I stay right here. It's easy, and that's been something that we do pretty often.
Sure. Okay. Wow. That's a great way to be able to spend your weekends and that. Just we'll just pop over to Disneyland. So for
When
us,
you
it's
can.
just like it's just such a. I mean, obviously we have Disneyland Paris, but I'm sure that's nothing compared to the original Disneyland that you've got on your doorstep. So
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check that out. I'll have to
yeah.
plan a trip and check it out. But we like that, and our friends work at Disneyland, so
Uh-huh.
it's really part of the community right here.
Oh, cool.
So,
Excellent.
yeah.
But you don't work at Disneyland, though, do you? Tell us what you do.
No, I'm an account manager for Insperity. It's actually a big company that not many people know about. We do HR for small businesses. So
Mm-hmm.
I've been working with my clients this year, all different kinds of small businesses, and we help them with their human resources,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bad
yeah.
actors, and there's a lot of funny stories,
Mm-hmm.
all kinds of bad behavior
Mm,
at
right.
work.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I
So
guess this year's been a pretty chaotic year for you then, I'd imagine.
yeah, actually, yes, I've been working from home since March 12th or so, and just like a lot of people, and I'd work from home about 50%, but
Okay.
our clients have really been through the mill businesses. At
Oh,
first,
sure.
they let everybody go, and then they started to bring them back, and just dealing with their people will get sick, and what do we do about
Mm-hmm.
sick people? So
Yeah. Yeah.
they've needed a lot of help, and then the government creates new programs and loans, and we got to figure out how to comply.
Sure.
So it's been a
Yeah.
busy year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And carrying on for the foreseeable future as well, it seems, doesn't it? So
It seems like it. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Every couple months there's a new challenge. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
well, without getting in too deeply into the politics, you might even have a new president in 2 or 3 weeks' time as well. So, which will change everything again, won't it?
Just a little leadership would go a long way.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Don't worry. I think a lot of us feel that way over here as well in the UK with our
Yeah.
current incumbent, shall we say? Okay. So Pixies, then. Tell me all about Pixies.
So Pixies,
I'd love to
I'm
talk to you
glad you
about
asked.
politics, but people will get very bored very quickly and probably quite
Right.
angry.
And everybody feels differently,
Yeah,
and
they do. They do.
my attitudes change from day to day sometimes. So
Yeah.
um Pixies. So I went, let's see, so I'm the youngest of five kids. So my
Okay.
brothers are 10 and 8 years older than me. So they were in
Mhm.
college when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
So they would bring home all these albums
Uh-huh.
and tapes and all kinds of stuff, so I'd listen to
Yeah.
all that. And so then when I got to, and I was really interested in music, so when I got to college, I've happened into the radio station, and my friend and I had a show on our college radio station.
Okay. Oh wow.
It was Sarah and Marna. We were the S&M show, and we'd always play Velvet Underground songs.
How old were you at this stage?
18,
Oh, okay.
just
Well, you
stupid,
you were
just
adults, yeah. Okay.
just 18,
Yeah.
19,
Okay.
20.
Okay. The
So
the S&M
totally
show. Brilliant. Okay.
didn't know what we were doing. Just
Great title. You're not going to forget the title, are you? So-
no, I'm like, really? Like now it's cringy, but back then we
Okay.
were like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so we'd play. She was really into Velvet Underground and Lou Reed and David Bowie, and
Uh-huh.
then the first year, the sun came out. The first year we were in school in '86, we read this article about Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers, and so
Mhm.
we got really into that, and
Yeah.
kind of ran down those rabbit holes, and then I spent a summer in Chicago. I'm telling you all the
Right.
backstory. I
Yeah,
spent
yeah.
summer in
That's great.
Chicago at my brother's, and there was a drought that year. It was really dry, which is weird.
Yeah.
And then right after that, I think we got Come On Pilgrim at the station, and I listened to it for the first
Yeah.
time, and just those opening lines of Caribou really hit me. I
Mhm.
live cement, I hate the street. It
Yeah.
reminded me of
Yeah.
how dry it was in Chicago that summer.
Uh-huh.
And that my little Come On Pilgrim really
Yeah.
stuck with me.
Mhm.
Everything about it, I loved it. And and I heard I've Been Tired, and And
Yeah.
that one really hit me, and
Uh-huh.
I just identified with all the songs, and I thought he sings about such you know, taboo topics in
Yeah,
just
yeah,
a
yeah,
screeching way, and I loved
yeah,
it. I
yeah,
loved it. It's
yeah.
so so that that was probably my first introduction. I wore that album out, and then Surfer Rosa came out, and I wore that one out, and Doolittle, and we just I kept going with it. And then as I was getting out of college is when Bossa Nova and Trompe-la-Monde came out. And I
Yeah.
like those albums,
Uh-huh.
but I guess the first ones really stick with me. It was perfect timing, and it's the time and place for me. So,
Mm.
so
Well, I know
yeah.
exactly what you mean, because we were chatting just before we started recording, and you and I are pretty much identical ages. I think I'm just about a month older than you. So, yeah,
Right.
so I know exactly how you feel about discovering them at that time as well. So, and
Hmm.
those albums now still play such a massive part in our lives, don't they? Despite the fact
Yeah.
that they're sort of 30 plus years old. So, yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 Your other friends and that, were they into Pixies at that stage as well, or was it just you?
Yeah. No, no, a lot of my friends were into Pixies and REM and all the kind of college rock bands, but
Mm-hmm.
Pixies stuck out a lot for us. They were a
Cool.
standout. You could tell it was a different type of talent
Uh-huh.
and a different voice.
Yeah.
So yeah, that stuck out a lot for us. And I think probably I've stuck with it most because I'm the only one
Okay.
of us in this group. I tell
Okay.
them about it, but
Uh-huh.
they're not,
Yeah.
ooh, how do I join? So,
Yeah. Okay.
so yeah.
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 And so that was back in Illinois, and you said you had
Yeah.
a radio show that you were doing.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
My friend and I had one
Yeah. So
at
how
our
long did
little,
that go on for?
we did it for 3 years.
Oh wow. Oh okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
we had a slot on the schedule for 3 years, and
Yeah.
a lot of my friends had shows, so we'd all kind of alternate hours and hang out in the station a little bit. So it
Wow.
was a little
And
haven
this
for
was
us.
this was at your college where you were.
Mhm.
Cool.
Right,
Oh wow.
right.
Wow.
So
That's
it
brilliant.
broadcast, I mean, a very small,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
bandwidth,
Yeah.
broadcast over to the student union,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
and into the dorm rooms probably.
And it was all music, was it, or did you have speech and that as well?
It was all music.
Okay.
I don't think too many people did talk
No.
shows.
Okay.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. And then I was also in the student activities board, and so we'd bring bands in,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
yeah, so we had like the Replacements and
Wow.
Los Lobos and
Mm.
Smithereens, and
Yeah.
then the year we got Bob Mould to come
Oh,
after
cool.
Husker Du
Right.
broke up.
Yeah.
Bob Mould came down, so I met
Uh-huh.
him, and
Yeah.
so we'd host the bands and hang out with them and have little shows, 3 or 4 thousand people.
Uh-huh.
So that was fun.
About 3,000 people,
Yeah,
did you say?
maybe. Yeah,
Little shows. Okay.
yeah, little show. Oh, maybe 4 or 500 actually. I don't really
Oh,
remember.
well, I know, but even so, putting on something like that though is pretty impressive, especially at that age.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, the Replacements were probably the biggest draw. That was a pretty big show, and
uh-huh.
Bob Mould a little less so, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow. Cool. Okay.
yeah,
So deeply entrenched in music in your late teens, early 20s,
I guess
and
I was. Yeah,
Pixies played a big part of that. So what would be your favorite Pixies album? Would you say?
my favorite. It changes all the time. I
Right.
listened to
Everyone says that.
Doolittle. Yeah, I listened to Doolittle a lot this summer, and I
Uh-huh.
was wrecking my garage, and,
Okay. You look
and
like you've
that
done a pretty
really.
good job on your garage. We'll talk about that a little
I
bit
did
later. So,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I did okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Doolittle hit me, but I go back to Come on Pilgrim a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I am, and I guess this is not a great answer, but I'm spending more time with Bossa Nova and Trompe-la-Monde too. And even
Uh-huh.
the later albums I'm getting more into. I
Sure.
really enjoyed Beneath the Eyrie last year, and I've been still listening to that. And
Uh-huh.
and I'll just, you know, I have Alexa, so I tell her to play some album, and
Okay.
and
Yeah.
uh, that's been helpful.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but
Cool.
I love Come on Pilgrim.
Yeah.
I think I just love who I was when I got it. So
Sure. Yeah. No, I can completely understand that. So, have
yeah.
you got a favorite track out of everything that they've done?
Um, out of everything,
Yeah. Just one
um,
track.
just one.
Yeah.
Caribou.
Okay. I had a hunch you were going to say Caribou. Okay.
What's your spreadsheet? Who else has Caribou?
Oh, let me have a look at my spreadsheet. Yes. Bear with me. I did open it earlier on. At least I thought
And
I'd
number
opened it.
13, baby, when that comes on, man, I love that song.
Uh-huh. Um, oh, there we are. I thought I'd open it and it hasn't opened. Just bear with me in a minute.
No worries.
Put me on the spot now. There you go.
It's okay.
I'm normally better organised than this, but
Ah,
I'll blame it on the clocks changing last night.
blame it
So
on the clocks changing.
yeah.
I blame
So
COVID.
Caribou. Who else has chosen Caribou? Well, it's popular for the being naked on stage. I know that much.
Oh,
But in terms of who's chosen it as their favourite, it was chosen by none other than Mike Flynn Jr.
oh,
I should have remembered that. And then
excellent.
Seren Aldrin, who lives in Wales, South Wales, and
That's right.
Ray Couters in the Netherlands as well chose it. So yeah, and those people who would sing it on stage naked, there's quite a few. Let me see. Seren actually chose that as well for her naked song. Who else? I know it's been chosen a few times. Oh no, it's only been chosen the once actually.
Really? I think
Yeah.
for the, should we do the which song I'd sing naked on stage?
I will do that. That's at the end. That's at the
Okay.
end. So yeah.
No spoilers.
No spoilers there. Okay. So, but yeah, no, definitely a popular song there. Certainly, and a
Yeah.
lot of people talk about it. They may not necessarily choose it as being their favourite, but it does get chosen a lot as being an influential song. Certainly. So
Yeah.
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 So Caribou it is excellent. Okay. And then we had so from Doolittle and then Bossa Nova and Trompe le Monde, which you said you've been listening a lot more to Bossa Nova and Trompe le Monde than that recently.
Right.
And then the band split up. What were you doing when the band split up? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think when the band split up, I was consulting. So I was working these crazy long hours and I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't listening to that much music, honestly. I think I was
Okay.
probably listening to U2 or something. And
Okay. Uh-huh.
I was married, I was consulting, I was traveling everywhere for work. And when they split up, I was kind of out of the loop.
Okay.
So I was kind of aware of it. And then yeah, I was kind of aware. I saw Pixies for the first time in like 91, 92
Yeah.
at First Avenue in Minneapolis. And at that point, they looked like, I remember thinking the sound and the lights are beautiful, but they look
Yeah.
miserable.
Okay.
And,
Mm-hmm.
and, I kind of had a feeling
Yeah.
or
Right. Okay.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
you. Okay. So you were busy at work then, or busy
Yes.
with work and bringing up a
Mhm.
young or recently married.
Yeah.
Do you remember how you did actually find out that they'd split up?
Um, I don't know. I probably read it somewhere,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and, did a little bit of digging and
Yeah.
heard, yeah, Kim's not in the band anymore. Or,
Yeah.
I heard,
Uh-huh.
I think I heard that, probably read it somewhere.
And then obviously Kim went
And
off to concentrate on the Breeders. Do you like the Breeders?
I do. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I do. I like them. I heard them a lot on the radio and, yeah, I like them.
Okay.
Hmm.
Cool.
Yeah. I had
And
that first album, Last Splash, but I don't have like a full discography of them.
cool. Okay.
Yeah.
And Frank Black's solo career. Were you into that at the time, or is that something else that you're sort of going back to and getting to know?
This stuff, like Frank Black's solo career and the Catholics, I'm coming back to them now. I feel like I
Uh-huh.
went through like a dark ages or something when it comes to music where it
Right.
was kind of off my radar, and
Okay. Yeah.
now
Yeah.
I'm starting to come back to it over the last several years. So yeah, there's a lot of still undiscovered treasures there.
Okay. So do you have any of his albums, his solo career albums, or not?
I don't. I've
No.
downloaded a couple on my phone,
Uh-huh.
Teenager of the Year,
Yeah.
and so I've been listening to those a little bit on my quarantine garage project. So
Okay.
I like Teenager of the Year. It's a good
Yeah, it's a good
company.
album. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's probably where I started, and I like that a lot. And I know the song Los Angeles because I live here, and that's a good one too. I like those. So yeah, I'm drawn to it. I'm amazed at how prolific he is, and yet not that amazed because the quality of the early work was amazing. So
certainly, but he certainly treats it as a full-time job, doesn't he? Or it appears to.
He's committed.
Definitely
a committed artist.
No, absolutely he is. Yeah. So would you say you've got a favorite from Teenager of the Year?
I don't think I know enough to commit on that one.
No.
Yeah.
But you said you like the song Los Angeles though, so
I do.
That's obviously a standout track for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in terms of the band, have you seen them play many times?
I saw them play in 91 or 90 in Minneapolis. And then I went to House of Blues in Anaheim 2018, where I was looking for the Pixies fan club people, all of our group. I saw some of them, but I was kind of too shy to say hi. And then I went to Pasadena Daydream Festival.
Okay. So Anaheim, that's right over on the East Coast, isn't it? Is that right?
No, it's right by my house.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've got my geography is very poor. I apologize.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, I'm thinking Amherst. That's Amherst.
Oh,
that's what
yeah.
I'm thinking.
Massachusetts.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a House of Blues right down by Disneyland, and they get and Pixies played there one night.
It's a famous venue, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, the one up in West Hollywood in LA is more famous, and this one's more, it's like a chain now, so there's House of Blues in places all over the US.
Right. Okay.
So they played there on an off night from the Weezer tour. And I didn't want to go to the Weezer tour, but I wanted to see Pixies, so I went down to Anaheim.
Right.
And
so you're not a Weezer fan then?
I found in all my work this summer, I found the Green album in my CD collection, and I'm like, okay. I like Hash Pipe, and there's some of the songs that I like. They get a lot of airplay here, and they're okay.
Yeah. They were never that big over here, to be honest. So I think Buddy Holly was about the biggest track of theirs in the UK. Yeah. So
going back a ways.
Yeah, no, it is definitely. Yeah, they were popular then for about 2 or 3 singles, I suppose. But not that popular over here. Yeah, okay. Not as good as Pixies, obviously, but
Yeah, but having the opportunity to see just Pixies at House of Blues, that was a better choice, I think. So, it's just 1,000 people or less, and they played for like 3 hours. So it was just nonstop.
Who was with you then that night? Are the members of the Facebook group?
That was the night I was too shy to say hi to people. I wasn't in like the friends group yet. I know it's just dumb, but I was with my friend Marnie, not Marna this time, but and we hung in the back by the sound booth, and I like to hang out back there and like see the whole show. But it was good. It was a fun night. And I saw some of the T-shirts popping around. I should have said hi.
Yeah. But you weren't in the group at that stage then, so you didn't recognize any of the faces or anything then of the people, I guess.
Right. That was right when I found this group, I think, because I had bought the tickets and I was kind of looking for, is there a group to meet up with? And I found this group, and that's when I joined the Pixies and Frank Black, whatever, FBF group. And so I joined that, and then it took me a while to get jumped into the friends group. I think, So.
Cool. And talking about T-shirts, I believe you've got quite a few.
Oh, I have tons. Like last time, I have like 3 debaser t-shirts.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know, just like long sleeve, short sleeve.
Uh-huh.
And I won on one of Jason's wheels. I won the white long sleeve t-shirt with all their heads
Uh-huh.
on it. I think
Yeah, yeah.
Pixie White did that
Yeah.
artwork. I love that one.
Uh-huh.
And and I think, and I had one with a yellow and white circle, a
Okay.
big
Yeah.
P,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then I think I got yeah, I have a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I saw that there's a tie-dye one coming out, but I had that logo on a black t-shirt. So,
Uh-huh.
and then the wave,
Yeah.
um yeah, that
From
was
Helen.
really
Yeah.
popular at my
Yeah.
house. So I got 2 sweatshirts and a t-shirt for me, and my daughter like grabbed one of the sweatshirts and she wears it
Okay.
everywhere.
Uh-huh.
She's like an ambassador for Pixies FBF because
And she's only
she
12 years old, I believe. So
yeah,
you've taught her well at a young age.
yeah, yeah. Well, and I hit her where she lives, hoodies. She loves hoodies. Yeah, so yeah, she loves that sweatshirt, and we listen to Pixies all the time and she likes them. And so she said, when I was going to those shows, she was younger, 10 and
Sure.
11,
Yeah, yeah.
but now she's as tall as me and she's
Okay.
like, "Oh, I want to go to the next show."
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Uh-huh.
"Okay, we're gonna go."
Cool. And does she have a favorite album or track then, do you think?
She likes Caribou like me,
Okay.
and she likes I think whatever I play, she likes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So she's pretty cool about it. I took her to a concert last year. We actually got to see The Who at Hollywood Bowl,
Oh,
like Pete
wow. Okay.
Townsend, Roger Daltrey, and I
Yeah, yeah.
thought it's her first show. I'm gonna take her. Let's go see The Who. So,
Yeah. Wow.
so yeah, it was
Legendary.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was great. So we did that. So I think she's ready for, you know, getting in
Yeah.
the mix a little bit and going to see some shows.
It doesn't get much louder than The Who, certainly. Well, I don't know about these
No,
days, but they always had a reputation for being very loud in concert.
that's right. Yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
It was a good night. It
Yeah.
felt kind of mellow. It was
Uh-huh.
about last year this time, so it was fall and cool at night.
And I guess she doesn't have any friends who like Pixies. Is it just a mum and daughter thing, is it?
It's just the two of us for now,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
but we'll
So
we'll get more.
spread the word. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and then you said you went to one of the happenings as well.
Let's see. When I went to Pasadena Daydream
Yeah.
Festival,
Uh-huh.
that's where I ran into James and Dave Levy and Angela
Yeah.
Levy, and I was like Facebook IMing people like, "Where are you guys
Yeah.
at? When are you coming?" And
Yeah.
so I
Okay.
ran into James, got to meet him, and he just stuffed my hand full of stickers. I was like,
Oh
"Yay!"
yeah. He's done that. He's done
Yeah,
that to us as well. So
yeah,
yeah,
it was a
bless him.
gift.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and Sterling was there, and Jen and Michelle. We were in that group where the guy started moshing, and
Okay.
there was the green
Yeah.
eyeliner guy, and
Uh-huh.
some dude passed out. It was great. It was quite a spectacle.
So
So, but that was. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was going to say, I think you call it being on the rails, don't you? Right down the front. Is that
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we were pretty close for Pixies. And
Yeah.
I came to that show with my friends. Well, my friends from Vegas, they like Pixies.
Yeah.
Um, and so we were getting up there right up for Pixies, and then the mosh pit kind of pushed us over and around toward the rails for The Cure.
Oh, okay.
So,
Uh-huh.
it's kind of cool out of thousands of people,
Yeah.
50,000,
Yeah.
100,000 people. You're right up front.
Wow.
So,
So
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 yeah.
the Cure were headlining, were they? Was that?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The Cure they played like 2.5 hours too. That
Yeah,
was
they
amazing.
always do. I know, it's
Yeah.
incredible. So who else was that? Was that an all-day thing or several over like a weekend or?
It was an all day thing, and at
Right.
that point I wasn't in the friends group yet. I think
Okay.
I'd been hitting up Hector a couple times. Like I'd go to a show and be like, "Hey, do you know anybody who's going to this?"
Yeah.
Because I knew Hector is probably the closest person in
Okay.
proximity.
Mm-hmm.
And so Hector and I were like chatting, but I think he was like, "I thought you were in the friends group." So
Right. Okay. Yeah.
so I didn't like meet people for dinner or anything. But
Sure.
then after that, Hector and I and my friend Laurel and Dusty, we went to see the Waterboys together,
Oh, yeah.
and yeah, we met them at the
Okay.
Waterboys, and Hector and I went to this funky '80s night. It was really fun with like
Okay.
100 different bands. It was fun,
Cool.
and like MC Hammer closed it out. It's great. Actually, Violent Femmes played, which was a great set, and then MC
Brilliant.
Hammer came out. And we were like, okay, we're done. But it was kind
MC
of
Hammer was
cool.
headlining. Wow.
Yeah, well, I guess in LA, yeah.
Above Violent Femmes. Okay. Interesting.
It was a great lineup. We had a lot of fun.
And how were the Cure? Are you a big Cure fan? They seem to be really popular in the States.
I am a Cure fan. I remember getting that Head on the Door album,
Yeah.
when we were 18, and yeah, I love the Cure, and seeing them live was amazing. They were just so deep and such good musicians.
Yeah.
So I'm a Cure fan.
Okay. And so loads of t-shirts and posters and that. Have you got many posters?
Well, I've got the I just framed the Bossa Nova one. Yeah, and I got that. I won that Fight Club poster at a raffle at like my church.
Cool. Okay, excellent.
So,
and you've got all your vinyl and that up there as well behind you.
Yeah, I've got my Beneath the Eerie, and my Surfer Rosa just came, and I got the 12-inch single of Hear Me Out, but it runs on 45.
Oh,
so if you play it on 33, it's pretty slow. So.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's yellow. It's pretty. But I'm starting to collect more, and I wanted to get a stereo, just a turntable to kind of have fun with it. There's a used record store down the street from me, and they've reopened in the last month or so. So it's fun to go in. I really just like that feeling of flipping through LPs. And
okay, cool.
Like home.
And the Catholics, I think Catholics again is a bit of work for you to do there as well, like it is for me.
Right. Yeah, that's something I got to dig into more. I like Catholics. I am Catholic, but I need to get to know them a little bit more.
Okay, fair enough. So maybe not a Catholics track that you can choose. Is there any other track that you'd like to choose? Doesn't have to be another Pixies one, or it can be, or just any other track that's sort of special to you as you were growing up?
Oh, as I was growing up,
it could be any track at all. It could be anything.
Yeah, I remember. I love Surfer Rosa. I love Cactus. I think about Cactus a lot, and with Doolittle, and like one of the things that really hit me this summer was when I'm listening to everything, and number 13 Baby would come on, and it would just make me dance like a nut. So and I don't go to shows and just hang out. I dance. Like I jump up and down, and I can't stop myself. So it's a pretty active event.
So you're not just stood there with your arms crossed, just listening to the music, then you get fully involved.
Yeah, it's a physical experience.
Excellent.
Definitely.
So that's why you get down the front then, obviously. So, and you said somebody passed out at the show. Is that right?
Oh yeah, that was at Daydream, because it was an all-day thing.
Down to you then?
No, that was like, it was next to us.
Oh, right, okay. But you just carried on dancing.
Yeah, just keep going. I think we helped him. I mean, it was a pretty friendly crowd. Are you okay? Get up. Here's a security guard. I saw Elvis Costello last year and a half ago, and a guy passed out there. Like, everybody's seeing Elvis Costello is older than me, so they're like 60, 65. A guy passed out, and Elvis was like, "Help this guy! Like, get him a chair, get him out of here." So
it's always eventful whenever you go to a gig, then, I guess.
I pay attention. I like knowing what's going on.
Brilliant. Okay. So after the band got back together, then how have you felt about their music and the way that they've gone since they got back together?
I like it. I like it. I was talking to my daughter about their music, because the last Indy, Cindy, and Head Carrier, I like those, and Beneath the Eyrie I like, and I was talking to her about how I like how Frank Black is so prolific that the songs aren't just like mushy love songs, like pop songs, you know, it's deeper. This one's about aliens, this one's about, you know, so I like the depth of it, and like Greens and Blues really sticks with me. You know, there's a lot of depth and weight to what they're creating, so I enjoy it. You know, I enjoy it.
So you like their entire discography? I can never say that word. So
I do. Yeah.
So,
I wouldn't throw any of them away.
And you said you've got the new single there.
Yes.
Is that as a 12-inch? Did you say?
It's a 12-inch, and but it plays on 45. It's this yellow vinyl.
Okay. So is that an extended? Yeah, please do. Is that an extended version of it then, or is it the same length as the single?
Let me see. Excuse me.
That's okay.
Okay. It is Hear Me Out, 45 RPM.
Yeah.
And Mambo Sun, 45 RPM. Yeah. It's not extended. It's just big, and it plays. Yeah. Okay, let me get it out of the paper.
Oh wow! Yeah, that's lovely, isn't it? Yeah.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is something that vinyl does lend itself to, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rather than just downloading as we do these days.
Yeah, I bought my daughter a Billie Eilish LP, and it's all like like sparkly white, and so this is just fun. It's fun to have this stuff.
So do you have a lot of vinyl in your collection then?
I am rebuilding it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm rebuilding my vinyl collection. I think the old vinyl collection went the way of the yard sale a while ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, as often happens with people. Yeah, certainly. Okay.
Yeah.
So you like the new single and the T-Rex cover?
Yeah, the T-Rex cover's fun. Yeah.
Seems to be a bit well, we would say Marmite over here. You either love it or hate it. You've heard of Marmite?
Yeah, I have. I haven't tried it.
Mike Flynn's favourite thing to put on toast.
Oh, yeah. I haven't tried it. It doesn't sound like something
you can't get it over in the States, I don't think. So it's a yeast extract, which you can make drinks out of it, or you just put it on toast with butter, whatever.
Okay.
So, it's not everyone's taste.
We have a British grocer downtown. Maybe I'll go see if they have it. They have like spotted dick in a can and things like that. So I don't know what that is.
Spotted dick. Well, it's not what you might think it is. It's a suet pudding, so like a steamed pudding.
Oh, okay.
And it's just got sultanas in it. So it's like a sort of a vanilla-y sort of type steamed pudding with sultanas in it.
Okay.
Which you cook and have either with custard or cream or whatever. Where the name comes from, I have absolutely no idea. I'll Google it after we finish. But yeah, it always raises a few laughs whenever you say about spotted dick. So.
Yeah, well, I'll see. I bet they have Marmite down there. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd recommend you buying a jar of it. It'd probably be very expensive over there, and you might. It is literally one of those things that you either really like it or you really dislike it. So. Yeah, it's a bit like Vegemite in Australia. I don't know if you've had Vegemite before. No.
No, but I need to go see Princess.
You do, definitely.
I do.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, she and I play words with friends like all the time.
Okay.
So,
all right. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So it's not happening.
I know you're often in on the Zoom meetings, aren't you, on a Saturday with Princess?
I pop in.
Ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I pop in. I got to know Danielle, and we play Scrabble all the time. So hopefully, when quarantine lifts and we're all back to traveling, we'll get to see each other.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's a different kind of happening.
Yeah, well, it's great. It's just one of those lovely things about this group is that it's sort of, allowed people to make all these sort of connections and that, and play Scrabble and different things like that. So
right, yeah,
it's really lovely. Okay, so. What about Paz singing on the new single? Are you a Paz fan or are you a Kim fan?
I'm a Paz fan. I'm a Kim fan. I don't judge, and
Some people do, though.
yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I like Paz's energy. I like her singing, and I think it's good. I think
Mhm.
it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm all for her. I want her to win.
It's not a competition.
Yeah, okay. I
But
I mean just winning like
yeah, yeah, I know. Um, so do you think she might get a bit more bit more time on vocals than that now?
That'd be interesting to see.
Mm,
Yeah, I hope so. I feel like she got more on Beneath the Eerie.
mm,
Like her songwriting and her vocals came in to play more, and it
yeah,
was a different flavor of album. I
yeah,
felt like her influence was there quite a bit.
yeah. And
So
she directed the video as well, didn't she? For Hear Me
yeah,
Out,
yeah,
and I think she's the only one who actually appears in it as well
right,
from the
right.
band. Yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah, so
yeah.
she's really sort of fully ensconced in the band now, I think, and having quite a big influence, isn't she?
She definitely seems to fit in and
Yeah,
make it, bring it next level. Like things, become more than their parts,
yeah.
and it seems like it's you know, a new branch
Mm.
of the talent. I think it's a good change.
Yeah.
So
So what else have you been listening to in lockdown then? Any LA
uh
bands that we should know about?
I listen to a lot of X.
A lot of what? X.
X, yeah, John Doe and Exene Cervenka and Billy Zoom.
Right.
They were a big punk band in the 80s,
Okay.
and maybe they're more local. I knew about them in Illinois though, and I listened to them
Right.
in college all the time. We'd play them.
Okay.
So
Uh-huh.
I listened to X a lot. They're an LA band, and they're still around. They're touring. They put out a new album in lockdown too. So
Hmm.
they sing songs about Los Angeles sometimes, and
Cool.
and they're real poets too. So
Okay.
it's cool. They're all like so many things, they're still alive, they're still
Yeah.
making music, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
good. and
There's
and
something to be said for that at the moment in these strange days.
it's huge. It's
Yeah.
huge. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. In fact, when Prince died, I feel like that's what made me go out looking for more music and going out
Sure.
to more shows, because I was like, that one really hit me
Mm.
when he died.
I think it
And
did a lot of people. Yeah.
yeah, so that's what's made me hungry now, is
Cool.
just, I want to experience more. But
Yeah.
so I listen to a lot of X, and Pretenders are my staples. I
Okay.
listen to a lot of Chrissy Hind,
Hmm.
and you too. I like you too, like Hector
Yeah.
does too.
Yeah.
I just listen to you two on my Sirius radio in my car, and
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and I feel like it's I don't get tired of it. It gets deeper,
Sure.
so that's nice.
Cool.
And then I have started to listen to more of the punk that some of the group has introduced me to, like
Mm.
Idols. I really like their new
Okay.
album, and
Uh-huh.
then Peter Norris posted something by Bob Vylan, so I've
Ah, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
gone down that rabbit hole, and that's really
Uh-huh.
fun. Angry,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying that too. I do like to listen to some punk and some heavy stuff.
Uh-huh.
I like to sing along with Chrissy Hind, but
Yeah.
I also like to wreck shit, so it's okay.
Excellent. Okay. So we've come to the last question.
Okay.
So there you are in a dream, and suddenly you find yourself naked on stage in front of thousands of adoring fans. Which Pixie song are you going to sing for them, Sarah?
I don't think it could be anything other than Levitate Me.
Levitate Me. Brilliant. Okay. I will add that to my Spotify playlist, because I don't know if you saw that, but I've already released a Naked Pixies Spotify playlist.
Oh, I'll
Yeah,
have to
so
find it.
I will add that to it. Levitate Me.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's chosen that up until now. So
Probably from the S&M show.
I'd love to ask you more about the S&M show, but being an easily embarrassed Englishman, I don't think I should.
We
So.
were kids. It's not that interesting. It doesn't go that deep. We were children. We were 18.
Sarah, thank you so much for your time. Really do
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. It's been lovely to speak to you. And
Likewise.
I will probably see you on a Zoom meeting on Saturday. So have a great week. And like I say, lovely to meet you, and thank you for your time.
Likewise.
Okay,
Thank
you
you.
take care. And
Thanks.
don't go losing any more keys.
Heck no. I don't have any more keys.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.